What's up with you? The dogs are acting weird today, they're doing my head in. Gonna go shopping soon anyway, as soon as the wife's out of the shower and what have you, and that's about it really. Not a lot else on, making a beef dinner today. Hope you lot are well, and let's get on with it. It's starting to try and snow. Try being the operative word here, because it's melting on contact basically. Mainly because it seems to be too wet, to be honest. What we got? 2 degrees it's saying here. I know it was colder than that last night. We had about -2, I believe, last night. But I know it's been, before it's got here, I know it was trying to snow in, I saw it on Facebook, who was it that put it up? Jane Jones, who is West Yorkshire, Halifax area. She'd put a post up about it snowing. So, yeah, come on. A lot of people don't let others cross there, even though it is really a pedestrian crossing. I suppose I don't really know how legitimate that one is, legality-wise, with it being on the premises of, you know, it's on the premises of somewhere. It's not actually a public highway, so to speak. So, but I always let them cross anyway, to be honest. So, yeah, there's not a lot really going on in life, other than I was busy as hell last week, because we got we got a few bits of stock in, and basically I was on my own. Well, my brother came out of the office and he was digging in as well. It's been quite hectic, because obviously my son-in-law is still on his paternity leave until later this coming week. He'll be back in, and we had another staff member off sick, so it was all hands on deck, working like the clappers to get some jobs out, which I then delivered on Thursday, was it? I think it was Thursday. I took a van load down to Rotherham, which it's a bit of a nightmare for us, is Rotherham. It isn't. It's sort of, it's actually nearer to the M1 than it is to the M18. But by the time you've messed around going down to the M1 and coming back up, it's easier to just sort of cross all the minor niggles and bits and pieces of outlying areas to get to Rotherham, really. There's sort of like a lot of places like Freiburg and stuff like that that are sort of like outlying areas in the district of Rotherham, and they're just a bit of a nightmare to get through sometimes. Some of the roads are awful. There's one particular bit of road that's because you come off quite high up, so you're doing a lot of downhilling and what have you, and it's really rough roads, sort of just wide enough, and you know, you've got a lot of scrub, and I think there's even some stone wall at one side of it as well, which is a bit of a nightmare, you know, when you're going down, you've got an equally large vehicle coming up the other way or something like that, or buses. They get buses down there as well, so it can be a little bit hairy sometimes, especially when the van's not yours and you're worried about scraping it. But yeah, I've got just picked up a few bits and pieces from Tesco's. Nothing much, just a couple of bits of veg and some milk and stuff like that. So I'm going to go home now and looking at the time, chill for a bit before I put tea on. We usually aim to have tea around anywhere between 5 and 6. But as I said earlier, nice bit of beef today that I got off the butcher yesterday. The new grandchild, who I've actually only been and seen twice so far, so I saw her in hospital and saw her last weekend, so I've only seen her twice. I know the wife has actually been through during the week. She borrowed my car to go through, and I just had one of her carers' cars to go to work in. So yeah, it seems to be doing well. Getting lots of pictures through on Snapchat and iMessage and what have you to see her, so it seems to be doing well. And other than that, there's not a lot really a great deal going on, guys. It's like I say, just busy at work, beavering away. So yeah, it's just that way out. Probably going to have to get another sack of potatoes soon, which over on the bypass there, but I noticed the price has gone up on them now to £8 a sack, which is still good value for money at the end of the day, isn't it? Because at the end of the day, if they're going up there, they're going up in the shops as well, but it's still good value for money even against the lower shop prices, really. £8 for a big sack. What are they, 50, is it £56 they used to be? Not sure what it is in kilos now. What are they, 20 something kilo, aren't they? Is it a 25 kilo sack? I can't remember. I get mixed up. The trouble is, I was brought up at school. As I came through school, the rulers were just swapping over from feet and inches to metric. So it was the old wooden rulers, and they were stamped with metric one side, inches the other, and we were just on the swap over, going metric with the measurements and what have you. And you know, they were just starting to, they were sort of letting you use all the feet and inches and what have you, but then as you went up, they were starting to make you use metric. Now of course in this country now everything's pretty much metric. I just came across it this morning actually, the old metric and imperial debate. It's like on this drone group in Facebook, and the minute anybody puts up a photo, all the drone police come out and start with the, oh well, you were flying too high and all that sort of thing. And of course they're all fighting it. Then it turned into a debate over feet and inches against, you know, and then they were quoting about planes always flying this, that and the other. Yes, they use nautical miles per hour for the speed. Well, I think they use it for the distance as well, nautical miles, and they always explain the height in feet and inches. And then somebody will quip something about, well, what about the fuel? Are they talking in the imperial gallon or the is it the, because the US gallon is different from our imperial gallon, isn't it? And stuff like that. It's quite amusing sometimes, and I just sit back and think, you've obviously got more time on your hands than you need. And speaking of grandchild, they're here. So it looks like I'm off to go and meet my new granddaughter again for the 3rd time. So that's going to kill some time before I do my cooking. So I'll catch up in a bit, guys. Right, let's get all this out of here. So I've had the granddaughter, had the obligatory hold and everything, which it's very nice though, it is nice, but it's even nicer to be able to give them back. But they're off to a party in the village, I think. One of the other side of the family's having a birthday party or something, so all good fun. So dear, so
I'm going to crack on and get on with my tea basically. And the weather has eased back off, so yeah, it's just dark, gloomy and a bit foggy still. I mean, it was very foggy early this morning apparently, although I didn't see it. So but yeah, I've got everything up and running now. Meat's been in the oven nearly an hour, so I'm running a bit late as they turned up, you know, but they've gone anyway. They didn't stay long because they were they've got this party that they've gone to, sort of thing. So I'm just making me and the wife a brew at the minute. So, but no, it's, you know, it's just one of them days. It's been like that all week. I haven't really had time to sort of sit down and catch up with any subscriptions either, sort of thing. You know, I've still got Robert Cooper. I've still got your video to watch, mate. I know that. And there's a few others that have been up. I think DPNH Tech, Dave, I think you've got some up that I haven't seen yet. Stuff like that. It's I've just watched the odd one here and there, you know, when I've sort of grabbed a bit of time to do it. But you know, it's been like that all week. So, but yeah, everything's ready now anyway. All my batter mix is done, veggies all chopped up, ready. I'm going to have roast potatoes, I think, for a change, but the wife doesn't want any of them, so. But no, I'm just trying to think. There was something plaguing my mind, and I can't remember what it was. There was something that I'd thought about during the week that I wanted to mention, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. I've had problems with, let's see, what happened first? Tumble dryer, it broke. Or did I mention that already? I don't know, I think that went last week actually. Everything's a blur at the minute. Yeah, the tumble dryer broke, the heating element's gone on that again. Now, last time I replaced it, it was about 30 quid. So I'm thinking of just keeping my eye on Facebook, you know, on one of these sales pages and pick up a second-hand one, something like that. The only one I've seen so far was a condenser, and they wanted too much for it, and I don't want a condenser, the crap anyway. What else? Washing machine, that's broken. That's on the insurance though, so, but I've got to wait until February the summit or other for them to come out and fix it. It's like, you know, and you would have thought they'd just find another engineer that can do it now, but that's insurance companies, and of course they don't care. So, you know, got the carers have been helping out by washing and what have you, so, what else? Dishwasher's been playing up, so that's had a wash through. I'm not sure really, it's, it seems okay at the minute, is all I can say. I mean, the salt was full, the rinse agent was full. But I did read a post about the government, or governments in general, have been getting the brands to reduce the phosphates in the soap powders. So you can either chuck an acid-based cleaner in with there, just a small amount, or you can do what I did, and I just used some white vinegar, put it in empty, ran it on a hot wash, see how it goes. So far it's okay, although some glasses still came out very streaky, so I'm not sure. So I don't know if there's a bad limescale build-up in there or what, or whether there's something gone wrong with it somewhere, so it could be costly times. God blimey, I'm a bit stuffed after tea. Ah dear, I think there was a bit much on my plate actually. Eyes bigger than my belly as usual. Oh dear. So I'm recording with my camcorder actually, because I couldn't be bothered to bring the phone upstairs. I'd forgotten it. I forgot to bring it, but then I went back down anyway, but by then I'd already got it on my head about picking up battery pack to run this. And you just think, when you get back up, you just think, why didn't I just bring the phone? I just wanted somewhere quiet, because downstairs sometimes just does my head in. you know, when you just want quiet. But yeah, it's just I mean, I'm using the Rode mic on the top at the minute actually, so I'm hoping that it'll probably come out a bit echoey because obviously we're in this reasonable sized room like, and I'm just running it from a standard sort of microphone on top of there. But and then I've got my battery pack sort of plugged into it. Does it great actually for when the battery gets low, so just perch it on there. Usually it stays there, doesn't always, sometimes it falls off. But yeah, I've still got stuff to carry on reviewing and what have you. Got some more headphones, speaker in, quite a nice looking speaker actually. Looks like it's made from aluminium, but then when you're on a close inspection it's actually plastic, but it looks like the space grey that you get on like an Apple device and what have you. But it looks really nice. Yeah, it's just a small carry about one, but I'm just trying to think, there's a few little bits and pieces that I still need to sort of crack on with, not masses like, but still got a few. I've got a bag, another bag coming. It's not really a tech bag, to be honest. It's well, I say I've already got it. I've purchased it for the wife actually, because she uses a bag for going out and about with when she goes out, and she, you know, with her being disabled, she has to carry a few things more than your average person. So I just thought, well, if I get her one of these bags, and except I already know that the bags are well enough built because it's the same brand as the one that I did on here, the rucksack, the Chic Moda one. So I've got this, it's more like a tote bag, so like, a bit like a large handbag. You could use it for shopping or whatever. So I'm going to do a review on that as well. Just trying to think what else, and that's, you know, I mean, I just like the quality of those bags. You know, you're getting a good bit of bang for your buck sort of thing with them because they're not expensive. What else is there? I've got the headphones out here, just the empty boxes are. The headphones are downstairs on my desk because I've been using them. What else is there? I can't think actually. I've still got some to finish off as well, like, you know, where I've got partial videos on the Mac and what have you that still need bits adding to them and what have you. So there's still, you know, but most of them are sort of like partially edited, if you know what I mean, so just ready to add some more footage to them, what have you. But no, everything's going okay in that department really. It just need a little bit of time to catch up with some of it, that's all. It's you know, the thing is, the laymen don't really understand when you say, well, I need some peace and quiet, you know, and then next thing you know, they're knocking on the door saying, oh, we need such and such. It's like, do you not understand peace and quiet? So you know, or I get the oh, take a phone with you so I can ring you. Yeah, well, such is life, eh? But I think has Gordon Keenan put another one up? I can't remember. I don't know if he's put another video up. It's like I was just about to start watching Robert Cooper's just before, and it got interrupted. It's sometimes I think I'm fighting a lost cause, but no, I'm gonna go back to that now anyway. I'm going to finish this video, and then I'm going to turn up the volume and ignore them. Although the wife's carer will be turning up at some point, so basically I'm going to go down the stairs and I'm going to crack on, get this one finished editing, and then watch some YouTube, I think. Once this is edited and uploading, then I can start, because what I usually do is I use Chrome. Now alright, I know Chrome's a RAM sucker on the Mac anyway, but I use that for my vlog channel mainly, so I can upload via there whilst watching on Safari. You know, and the speed's reasonable enough, so it doesn't really affect it too much anyway. But I always find that video done with the phone takes longer to actually render and export than, you know, if you're taking it with a camera. Obviously to do with the formatting from the phone, I'm not sure. But no, like I say, I mean, the rest of it now is all edited and rendered and everything, just waiting for this, and then once this is edited and rendered, it's just a matter of export and upload. So, but anyway guys, I'm gonna get off. I could probably do with getting an early night. I'm shattered really, I don't know why. In fact, I was having a bit of a dreamy shout out this morning. I was shouting hello to somebody that I thought was just outside the door, and it was the wife. The wife said, "Who are you shouting at? There's nobody here." And then I basically went back off to sleep. That was sometime early this morning. I'm not sure what time it was, but yeah, I'm tired, and I don't know. I seem to be feeling more tired at the minute, and I'm not sure why really. But anyway, guys, I'm going to call it a day. So. Do take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all next week. Cheers guys, see ya.